fun fact, my dog is currently sitting on my bed, and she's been there since like an hour ago, and she's just a snuggly little puppy. Anyways, hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby. Hope the day's been treating you well. I will do my best to. No, that feels weird. Hi guys. I've already said my name is Quimby. Let's go ahead and pop over into the game view and ready just about 3, 2, 1 and bop. Hello, it's me, Quimby. I'm here, coming to you live from on top of the vine-covered cobblestone wall. I wonder if I could put vines on this side too. Maybe on the corner? Hold on, just thinking about it, I could probably put vines on every single side of this wall, and that wouldn't be... Huh. Things to consider. Things to consider about my world. Okay, well, hope today's going well for you. Today, I've got some projects that I really need to spend more time on. Namely, finishing up in the lab from where we were working yesterday. And then I don't think you can see it from this angle. Hold on, maybe if I go over here, can you see it? No, you still can't see it. So behind that row of colorful houses behind me, why is there a golem on top of the teal one? That's weird. But behind me, there's a factory that I need to work on. I've also been kind of neglecting the city council building for a long time. I was supposed to build like seats in there or something. I don't know, there's a lot of projects that I just have not paid attention to that I think I really should. And, you know, I'm having January vibes at the moment. Oh, hi, Adstrums. Aw, thanks for the raid. Hey, welcome. Hi, Urplex, welcome. How you doing? Aw, thanks for the raid, Adstrums. That's really nice of you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a good stream. How did things go? Was everything that you hoped and dreamed of? Because I really hope it was. I hope it was just a really good time for you. What were you guys doing? Was it... Were you vibing? Were you having fun? Aw, yeah, no, thanks, Adstrums. Is it getting on towards night? No, it's midday. Why do I always think it's almost nighttime when it's midday? That's strange. Not everything I hoped and dreamed of? Aw. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But it sounds like it was at the very least like a pretty decent stream. That's the vibes I'm getting from what you're saying. Like, it's not everything you hoped and dreamed of, but like maybe it was pretty decently alright. For that, I would have been rated by all the big streamers and got a couple million followers. I mean, you right. You right. No, you're absolutely right about that one. That's fair. That's fair. It was good. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm glad that it went well. May your next stream go even better than this one. Man, imagine me just wishing to existence like, haha, on your next stream you're gonna get rated by all the big streamers and get millions of followers, and then it happens. That would be wild. Got a hype train, which is cool. Yo, that's exciting. I don't think I've ever done a hype train. I think I've turned them off because I don't know. I guess I've just turned them off. I'm gonna need more quartz very soon, but that's fine. That's chill. We'll just work with the quartz I've got for the moment. So what I'm currently working on is I'm making little rooms, like decontamination rooms, so that I can go inside of the habitat areas of the lab without, you know, without being worried about, I don't know, catching some sort of disease. I'm trying to decide if I want to add another sea lantern somewhere over here, but it's an even numbered space right here, and I don't know if I want to offset something. So for the moment, I'm just kind of ignoring it, and that's gonna be okay. Wait, okay, this is where I was working. Okay. I'm gonna be leaving the top one there for the moment because that's going to be a dispenser eventually, because it's gonna dispense splash bottles of water as a... Do I have regular quartz on me? Did I just run out of quartz here for some reason? I'm not really sure what's happening, but that's fine. That's chill. That's perfectly normal, I guess. I'll fix it later. I'll get to that eventually. It's... Yep, nothing to worry about. I have this chronic problem where I will leave something for a day and then forget literally everything that happened during it. So it's, you know, we're vibing. I'm just gonna not have any memory whatsoever of anything that happened. Maybe I should put a lantern like here. Oh, but this is a 2-1, so I'd have to do 2 there. Curse my sense of symmetry. If I didn't care, then this wouldn't be a problem. Wait, things happen? I know, Mr. Malik. That's exactly how I feel about that. Wait, I've still got some bricks. I can start doing the floor. Yeah, things just happen, and I go, wait, huh? Wait, something happened? Something went on? Chat, I'm currently considering adding more. Okay, I have no idea how I'd rig this up because small brain redstone. But what if I had like this dispenser here, 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 and here? Wouldn't I just think that would be funny if I just like come in here and I like stand here and like flick a lever or something and then just like a ton of water bottles hit me? I have no idea how I'd set that up. No clue whatsoever. But it's kind of funny to think about. It's kind of funny. Again, no clue how to do that, but like maybe if I can, I don't know, throw something together, triangle it. Oh wait, sorry, I just okay, so I need to do basically the entire ceiling in here. I have to do a count of what I need before I do it, or else it will be a mistake. Okay, I need to do the walls in here too. Basically, I just need a ton of quartz, I think, is the lesson. The moral of the story is that I don't have enough quartz. And that's a rip. Chat, we might go on another, I desperately need emeralds to trade to villagers because I desperately need quartz arc. I'm hoping... Okay, first of all, it's nighttime, so I gotta sleep. I'm hoping that I've got some reserve quartz somewhere, but on the off chance that I don't, I've been kind of working at my emerald supply, so I should have something, and that's better than nothing, but we'll see. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear this, but Tally moved around a little bit in the background, and I think that that's Starling. I think that she's just a sweet little puppy. She's not a puppy, she's like, she's well into doggy middle age at this point. I'm trying to remember, how old is she? She's like 7? So, you know, not actually baby, but like, in my heart, she's a puppy. She's a good girl, and that's the most important thing. Okay, so I definitely keep my quartz downstairs. Catch me, not remembering where anything is. I used so many levels yesterday. I'm looking at I've got 46 levels out here, and that's not terrible. But like, but yesterday I had a ton. Yesterday I had a ton of levels. I think I've got some in my ender chest. One of these has quartz in it. I remember this. I remember looking in them and thinking, wow, that's quartz, huh? Where was it? This one. This is one that's quartz. It's not a ton, but it might be enough to you know, just top my supply over. Might be enough for, you know, for something. Let's just throw that in there. And okay, so I've got almost 2 stacks of quartz now, which, let's begin by finishing up the walls. That's, you know, it's always better to work with unmarked quartz before moving on to the other quartz stuff. How's everyone's day been? Sorry, I've just kind of immediately jumped into project brain, but how are things vibing for you guys? Again, I hope things have been very, very good for you. Okay, why did I leave that one spot there? I hope things have been going well. I'm in a January mood, if I'm gonna be honest. January's just weirdly difficult for me, I guess. And I don't know if you guys have experienced anything like this, but it's just so much harder to, I don't know, care about many things in January. Maybe it's just the Northern Hemisphere talking, that whole lack of sunlight thing. I don't know. I'm not a person who would really know these things. So nothing will spawn in these areas because it's definitely got a light level. But at the same time, it doesn't have that like bright lab ambience that we've been going for elsewhere. So, where to put a sea lantern to make this fit better? I could just put 2 sea lanterns here. Let's give it a thought experiment. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Join the Discord, by the way. Yo, Discord. I honestly have chat, if I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what to do with my Discord. It's just sort of there and vibing for the moment. But if you guys have any ideas of what would make it like a useful, fun experience to have, please don't feel shy about sharing. I'm entirely lost. Okay, I haven't even put sea lanterns in on this side. So let's just grab that real quick. Like, what does one even do with Discord? Like, talk about stuff? Tell people about things? Like, I don't know. It's theoretically, I know that the purpose of a Discord is to like have like a place that's more, I don't know, central to the community purposes or something. But yeah, I'm very lost with it. Maybe I should put like, I've heard that some people's Discords have like leveling systems. Maybe I could put something like that in, but I'm also just barely technically competent enough to like even stream and stuff, so you know, figuring out other tech stuff will be fun. The eternal struggle of how do I get thing to work? I should know how to do this. I do many things with stuff. Okay, so I could probably turn this entire bit of quartz into chiseled quartz for the ceiling and not have a problem with it. Because I'm going to need to finish up that side and that side, so lots of quartz to go around. Lots of quartz will almost certainly not be an issue. Or, no, getting the quartz might be an issue. Using the quartz won't be an issue. Oh no, I have so much quartz. Whatever am I going to do with all of it? Oh no, it's so tricky to tell what I'm gonna do with all of this quartz. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Okay, while I'm up here, how many? Okay, that's probably enough emeralds for some time with. I can trade some iron. I can trade some iron out, get more emeralds, get like a round of quartz. We now enter the section that I like to call, I don't want to spend emeralds on anything, but it's so inefficient to go to the Nether and actually get quartz. Like 90% of the Mayor Alert persona is like exaggerated, made up, definitely not me. The section that is definitely more real than not would be the hesitance to spend resources on anything. I've definitely got a bit of an issue with like, oh, but I collected the resource. I don't want to use the resource for anything. That would be hard and scary, and spending my hard-earned goods on something that will be also useful for my projects, I could never. When did I get 5 masons? Cause I have 5 of them, but when did that happen? I'm so confused on that, actually. Macy and Marcus have been there for a while. Mason the Mason has been around for a long time. But I could have sworn I only had 1 unnamed Mason at this point in time. I really could have sworn that I just hadn't gotten around to, like, maybe I put down another... Okay, the thing that's really getting me is I'm pretty sure I remember putting down that last stone cutter. That I don't have a problem with. I'm pretty sure I did that. But how did I get a fully, like, up to master mason with that? This one I'm gonna turn into bricks because I'm gonna need a lot of bricks. But yeah, I'm just very, very confused how that last mason got all the way leveled up. Like, maybe I did that, but just don't remember it because I took a week break to play Subnautica and therefore have forgotten everything about this game and this world, so that's probably on me. But like, when did this happen? How did this happen? How is that last mason a master? What did I do? Did I upgrade another mason thinking that one of them had gotten lost, and then when I cleared out the top of the teal building from the ladder fiasco, then another one latched onto that stonecutter there? I'm just... It's one of those things where it's like, have you ever walked into like a room and you're sure that no one's been in there since you left it, but something looks like it's off, like maybe like it feels like the furniture has shifted or something. That's what I'm feeling. What are we doing today? We are finishing up this little room in here, Cyborg. We are making it... We are decon. We're doing decon. Decontamination. Yeah, it just is better with those other lanterns. Yo, Cyborg! Welcome. I hope you're staying in school. It's fine, buddy. It's fine. You don't have to be like, yes, I'm in school. Just live your best life, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna need more chiseled quartz. That's good to know. Oh, can't forget that one. That's a bad one to forget. But I'm also currently waxing philosophical about how there is a 5th Master Mason, and I don't remember doing that. And I don't think that I'm pretty sure that no one's like logged onto this world and done things without my permission. It's like a single player world, and it's definitely securely stored just like here with me, but what but I'm having the what if thoughts. What if someone did come in and do that thing? Oh, gross. How did I miss that? I thought I'd covered up the floor of this entire section. This room is over top of a very big ravine deep underground, and I didn't feel like filling in the ravine, so I just built like a little box around where I was gonna put all this stuff. Apparently I did not do as good of a job as I thought. I'm pretty sure the rest of it should be pretty solid. It's just that area right there. Because I'm pretty sure that was the spot that it had already naturally reached the level that I wanted it to, but there probably just wasn't anything underneath. Okay, but the whole mason thing, it really is like coming into a room and just realizing that the furniture feels like it's been slightly shifted to the left, and I can't prove anything. I can't prove that there weren't 5 masons before, but I feel like I should be able to. I feel like it's like someone's in my house. I can't prove that someone's in my house, and I've looked everywhere where someone might have been in my house, and there's no one there. But like, but surely someone has to be in my house. It's kind of unsettling. Not an ideal feeling to have, actually. Okay, so I need to finish up the ceiling in here, and also I'm gonna need more bricks for the floor. Why did I clear out 4 spaces? I only had 2 quartz bricks. Small brain chat, small brain hours. For a second I thought I'd missed one of the walls, and I was like, how did I miss a wall? No, we're fine. I'm going I think working with so much quartz has has turned me a little tiny bit crazy. Like, not a lot. Just enough that I've started seeing things. You know, I look at a wall and I see the hint of a shade that isn't quartz. And I go, huh? What's happening there? What's wrong? What did I do? What's wrong? And it's like an accent color or something, or just a shadow on the wall. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna sleep, and in the morning I'm gonna kill some creepers to let off some steam, and then I'm going to probably trade huge amounts of iron to my various villagers to get the emeralds to get more quartz. And that sounds like a great plan to do. Jackpot. I'm gonna hit the chicken. Haven't hit the chicken yet though, so that's good. Friend creepers, why are you going towards my house? What are you planning to do right there? What was your plan? What was the goal in that scenario of heading towards my house? Were you trying to get, there's not a door on that side, you couldn't get in. Sorry buddy, friend creeper pal, that's not happening today. Oh no, this man. Oh no. This man has been through so much. It's fine. I had iron. It's okay now, chat. I know you were worried. The iron golem is okay. It's fine, it's normal, that's a cat. Have I tamed a cat that looks like that before? I don't think I have. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some fish. I might already have a cat that looks like that, but if I don't, then new cat, new friend, new buddy, new pal. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Watch as the cat is despawned by the time I get back. My inventory is a mess. I need to clean it up. Whee! Okay. Where's the cat? No, did the cat despawn? No, it's right there. It's right there. Hello, cat. Hello, hello. I would like to be friends with you, if that would be possible. Yeah, I've got some fish. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Oh, chat, they're wonderful. I've just noticed all the various blocks that have been moved by Enderman. I should clean that up at some point. Alright, friend. Well, okay, I want you to follow me. I've got a place for you to go to. Sorry, Callie was shifting around. I want to make sure she wasn't needing to be let out or anything. Okay, we're gonna go over here. So this kitty, I don't have a name for this kitty. I don't have a name tag for this kitty, but maybe we'll come back to that. This cat friend is gonna sit in the place with my other cats, not with the familiars, because you know that's for the black cats. Oh, hi puppy. What's up? Hold on. What's up, puppy girl? Oh, you're just moving around. Here, I gotta go scratch her ears. Hold on. Hey there. Yeah. You just sit on the blanket, okay? You're a good girl. Oh. Good job, Callie. Good job. She is a good dog. Oh, you do want to get out? Okay. Alright, I can let you out. There's no one out there, so you might get a little lonely. Just come back here if you want company, I guess. Oh, there she goes. She sometimes likes to sit while I'm streaming, but many times she does not. We're lucky that we made it like 25 minutes with her. Where did my new kitty go? New kitty friend? Oh, I don't want to head back down into my building projects without kitty friend. Or with kitty friend. I don't want kitty friend to follow me down. Where did kitty friend go? What happened to kitty friend? Did kitty friend go somewhere? Did kitty friend find somewhere to sit on? Maybe if I just clear my inventory here. Kitty friend will come back. Maybe kitty friend will decide to come back. Oh, there's kitty friend. Alright, kitty friend. Come on. Come on, kitty friend. There's kitty friend. Alright, kitty friend. We're gonna go in this house, okay? Yeah, come on in here, kitty friend. There we are. Good job, kitty friend. Alright. I want you to go sit with, is that Toxic over there? I want you to go sit with Toxic, okay? Yeah. I'll come back with a name tag for you later, okay? You go, kitty. Look at that little smush face. Look at all these cats have like an elongated face. This one's got a little smush face. You are darling. That is a darling kitty cat. I love them so much. Just a little smush face, you know, just no faces here. Only kitty. No face, only kitty cat. And that's how it should be. I need more quartz, don't I? It would probably be helpful if I were to drop off these things for the moment, because I'm not working with them quite yet. Okay, but with that, I've got this cod here, and most of my fishermen trade for cod. Not a lot of emeralds for it, but like I'm about to enter the real peak emerald saving hours. All right, I've got a bunch of iron in my furnaces over here. That'll be great for some trades. Oh, chat, I haven't really missed this, if I'm gonna be honest. This whole you know, desperately searching for trades that I can do to get some emeralds, to get some quartz. Just thinking about it, that's on yeah, haven't missed that one. You know, not a huge fan of it. Hello, friend. Luckily, I don't need quite the massive amount of quartz that I did last time. Oh no, do I not have as much iron as I thought? That's fine. We can check the flower farm. Hey, Dewan, hello. Welcome to the stream. I love that that's your classic greeting. Can I just say I love that you just come in and every time it's like flames and fire and squids. I think that that's wonderful. Yeah, hi. Welcome, welcome. I am kind of in a bind because I need quartz and I need emeralds to get quartz, and I need iron to get emeralds to get quartz, and it's a whole thing actually. Yeah, it's just a fun greeting. It's a fun little. I see that and I'm like, oh, there's Dewan. So that's some iron, you know. It's a start. It's a beginning to what I need. I've got some stone. I can trade stone to my masons to get emeralds. How does it always come down to this? How is... It feels like no matter how far I run, no matter how far I get in the game, I'm still just, you know, trying desperately to figure out how to get emeralds. Like, legitimately, it feels like I spend so much of my time thinking about how to get emeralds, and I wonder if that's like a feature or I don't know, just things. Where's Mr. Malouk? I'm pretty sure he's been here. I saw him in chat a hot second ago. I mean, probably got work to do. You know Mr. Malouk being productive like that. Hey Marcus. Okay, I've got Marcus, Macy, and then I think one more unnamed Mason to talk to. But I lost track of the unnamed Mason. So, okay, Macy, Marcus. I've talked to you two. Have I talked to you? Yes, I've talked to you. Where are my other Masons? Cultist alleyway. Oh, okay, there's one over here. Have I talked to you? Yes, so then where's Mason? Have I talked to Mason? Mason! Mason. Planning to build a wall. Interesting. Is it gonna be a cool wall, or is it gonna be like I don't know, an upsetting wall? It feels like an odd thing to say, but like, I want to know. Is it gonna be a cool wall or an upsetting wall? I'm pretty sure I need more quartz than this, because I need some for the building, some for the ceiling, some for the floors, but I'm actually not sure how much of each I need. So maybe I should just divide them and then see if that'll do it. A cool and long wall? Oh, that's actually... Cool and long walls are my jam. I think you should do it. I think you should build a cool and long wall. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Build a cool and long wall. Okay, I'm gonna start by making 30 of each special brick that I need, and then we'll work from there. Figure it all out. Oh, sometime before the sun sets. It's time to look at my copper. I just can't help being a little copper gremlin, okay? It's not my fault that copper is so cool and fascinating to look at. Oh, that one's almost fully oxidized. This one up here is fully oxidized. Hello. I will oxidize all of the copper, and then I'll just hold on to it. It'll be my personal oxidized copper, you know? I love history. Yeah, I do love history. I'm a big ol' history buff. I was talking with someone the other day about the impact of the Byzantine Empire on the Western world. It was interesting because my main like area of study in history that I'm like very confident about is my main area of study that I'm confident in is around the Enlightenment period in Europe. So that's like the 1700s-ish. 1700s leaning into 1800s a bit. So hearing someone who was more familiar with very much older times was quite interesting. I could put more copper out. I have more copper in my furnaces over here. Oh, chat, enter me being a little copper gremlin. It's just very nice to be a copper gremlin sometimes. You just get the copper, and then you oxidize the copper, and then you keep the copper. Name a wall from history? Ooh. I mean, there's obviously like the Great Wall of China, which... Did you know that there's a section of the Great Wall of China that is built using the bones of workers who died during the construction? I think that's really interesting. There's also, this one's less of a wall, and more like Vienna is known as the gateway to Europe in many cases because they were the ones to push was it the Ottomans or the Mongols back? I think it was the Mongols. They pushed the Mongols back from when they were invading, and everyone said, yep, Vienna is the gateway to Europe. This is Quimby, coming to you live from being a copper gremlin. I don't want to separate anyone. Aww. Cyborg. You're gonna make the village even more cool. Ooh. Build a cool wall for the village, I see. But east. Ooh. Just the moment I see copper in there, I go, ooh, I can use you. I can use this copper. This is fine, chat. I know I'm supposed to be down in the lab building stuff, but have you considered that there's copper up here? Have you considered that there's the copper up here is very nice, in fact? You're in slow rider? Okay, alright. Cool. Alright, so now chat, I gotta make my little constructions. Copper oxidizes better when it's got some already oxidized copper next to it. So I just build a little square of things to sit together and be friends. Let's see, what's a good place to put a copper thing? I think right here would be a good spot because I usually can't make the jump from there to there. So let me... I'm also using this like as a little parkour area, I guess. Just practice my jumps. See that from the hill, just around the bakery. Ooh. That could be cool. That could be pretty. Kind of want to build one here, but it's a little too close. I'll build one here. As long as it's not touching the other one, then that's fine. Right here. This is a good spot. This is a good copper spot. And yeah, one right here. I don't know what I do with all the oxidized copper. I'm just sort of full on gremlin braining this. Just, it looks pretty and I like watching the oxidization process, so I will do it. Oh yeah, gotta be careful about making sure everyone has access to the village and the CSMP. Just again, full on gremlin braining this. Let's put one like right here. That's a good spot. I'm gonna come back here one day and just like this entire area back here is just gonna be filled with copper blocks. And I'm just gonna be like, is there a problem, officer? Is there an issue here? Is there something I should be made aware of? Put one right there. Excuse me, sir. You've been putting illegal copper placements around this entire area. We're gonna need you to cease and desist before we have to take full legal action. And right here. Good spot. Good copper spot. And I can just jump all along this little area. Unless I miss a jump, in which case then I can't, but you know. For the most part I can. There's another pack there. Netherrack path. Netherrack is such a weird word. Like, a cool word, an honestly alright word, but like, kind of a weird word too. Oh, I was supposed to be, I was supposed to be getting more quartz and stuff, wasn't I? You know, that can wait until later. I'll go downstairs and just work with what I've got for now, and then I'll come back up for more quartz in a minute or so. It's fine. I'll just... I think I might also be just ever so slightly procrastinating having to work out the dispenser system out over here. Okay, this side is fully complete, so I don't need... I'm pretty sure I don't need anything over there. Okay, well, I have a gate. Oh yeah. Gates would be cool. As long as, you know, as long as people can get in, that's the most important thing. That way we don't have to have anyone being like, let me in! Let me in, please! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just do that. Just doing weird little patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be perfect. It's a perfect little ring. Perfect little ring around. Okay, then I just need 9, 13. 13 times 2, 26 plus 3, 6, 10. I need like 36 more of that. I will assume that I need 36 more, and then if it turns out that I actually need more, I will probably cry, honestly. I'll be like, no, I'm one off, and I'll be super dramatic, and you know what, that's alright too, because that's kind of funny. It's alright if I undergo a teensy bit of emotional distress, as long as it's humorous enough that, you know, I can carry the bit. But it looks like I should be good on the chiseled quartz here. Yeah, because this room's already done. Oh, this spot had not been done. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, I'll make the rail way ugly. Man, building is... I'm one off on this. I was gonna go wax philosophical about the way the building is in Minecraft and how it can be so tricky sometimes. Oh, I already need to get like a ton more quartz, but like, why? I told you guys it would happen. Okay, I need 37. I need 37 more quartz. 37 quartz. Let's go. 37 whole quartz. That's not a ton of trading. That's like trading with 4 of my masons. I can handle that. I don't have ideas what to build. I think you should build a planetarium. You should get a planetarium and then have a cool little space to observe the stars from. What can I trade with people? I've got a lot of stone that I can get emeralds from. I don't need that many emeralds, so stone would probably work. And I could, you know, help keep my masons happy with me. Let's see what Marcus is up to. Marcus is at the communal meeting that happens every day. That would be a good thing to remember. Hey, Marcus. Hey, old buddy, old pal. See, even that's enough emeralds, actually. I've got 12. Alright, chat. Alright, we've got 12. 24. Everyone's going home. I might have to... No, wait. I'm gonna chase down that mason over there. Come back, Mary Jean. 36. And then I need one more. I literally need one more quartz. Oh, hi, Nikki. Missing food streams because of school. Hey, that's totally fine. Like, school comes first. School is very important. Also cried again today. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it just another like stress cry thing? Cause sometimes you just gotta have the tears. Hey Mason, I need exactly 1 quartz from you, buddy. Go steal some from Steam. That's what I do. If he ever goes to my house, he can, because most of the stuff is from him. Oh gosh, yeah. I'll just pop over onto a different world, a different server, and then just call that good. So, yeah, no, this is a great plan. And then my 1 singular chiseled quartz block. It makes me want to cry because of the homework they dumped on us. Oof, yeah. I personally did not react well with school, like on a university level, I guess I should say. I was always very good at doing school when I was just like high school and stuff, but that was probably mostly because I don't know, I was a heckin' nerd, that's why. But it was very, very tricky when I got to university. I just did not vibe with it at all. So yeah, school's just honestly not ideal sometimes, and when I say sometimes, I mean most of the time school is not ideal. It's just a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of emotions. Just so much. It's kind of normal. Oof, I mean, yeah, it is kind of normal, but I also kind of hate that it's normal. I hate that, like, being stressed and having, like, many emotions is just, like, the school experience. I just really wish that there was a better way. I've talked before on stream about my feelings about like the American public school system. And I can't talk anything about yours, Nikki, but like it just feels like there's gotta be a better way to do this than what we've been doing. Oh yeah, it's just another stress trial bib. Why do I exist? Oh, rip. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that that's been rough for you. I don't know how much like I could do or say to like help in this situation, but if it makes you feel better, I would care if like if you disappeared from the world. Like just keep in mind there are people who are concerned about you and your existence. Okay, now, aw. That's good. That's good that you're feeling better. And yeah, the things will eventually change. Like it's not just gonna be this way forever. Dewan extorting Cyborg for... I guess it's not extorting if you're just asking for payment for a service, so... Pay up, Cyborg. Pay up, buddy. I'm actually just gonna raise my existence, don't worry. Oh, that's good. That is great to hear. I like being able to talk to you and, you know, just have you around doing stuff. So, that's great. Glad to hear it. I gotta add in some dispensers places. 5 stacks of coal blocks? Oh boy. 10 stacks of coal blocks I don't think is actually that super difficult. As long as you just like go mining with a fortune pickaxe, then you should be fine. I need to drink some water. I need to consume some liquid. Oh, Cyborg does not want a mansion. Rip. Why don't you want a mansion, Cyborg, huh? Is it cause getting a mansion will expose that you're part of the bourgeoisie? What will you not need a mansion for, huh? Is it to keep us from recognizing that you're just a little bougie rich man? Is that what this is about, huh? 2 double chests full of coal block? Yo, that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice, though. Sometimes you simply get the coal blocks. I'm hearing Tally outside my room. I'm trying to figure out if she wants to come in or if she's just vibing. Cause I'm the only one here right now, I wonder if she's a little lonely. But that's fine. Okay, so this is where my lack of any redstone ability is going to be kind of rough. So let's do a little experiment. Okay, so I can just put a lever on the ceiling and have that work. Coal? Yeah. Coal do be like that though. Sometimes you just gotta get the massive amounts of coal. So I'm trying to decide if I want to add in more dispensers is the thing. If I want to put like one here and there so that I get like many. I have no clue how I'd rig that all up to a system, but oh, I should put like a hopper connected to a double chest up above that I can fill with splash potions, with splash water bottles. Like every single hour, every time I don't even have coal. Oh, bless. 45 iron. That's good, that's good. I also wish I could not have the lever here. I wish I could put it like on the wall here or something. Again, no clue how I would do that. Absolutely no clue how I would do that. I don't know how redstone works, chat. I don't know how redstone works. Things I can do is attach a double chest and a hopper to that and get some more splash water bottles, so maybe I will start brewing a ton of those. and we will begin from there. These are awkward potions, so that's not gonna be much help. Here, I'm gonna put these sea lanterns away. I'm not using them at the moment. Use lava to smelt stuff, and Cyborg makes... Oh yeah, Cyborg made an infinite lava generator on the CSMP, which makes it much nicer for getting lava. You see, I don't know if family because it's been months since I played on that server. Oof. I believe in you, Nikki. If you want to get massive amounts of coal, I think you can. I think if you want to get large amounts of coal, then don't let anyone stop you. I'm just gonna make a whole ton of water bottles. They're all going to they're going to be little splishy splash friends. You know? Just fun little pals. Checking to make sure I'm not doing this on any awkward potions, because that would not work very well. Listen, I'm trying to make a decon chamber. I'm not trying to make this awkward. Maybe I mine in 20% doesn't even have water. Oof. Oof. Oh yeah, bedrock. Bedrock will do it for you. Do I have any hoppers lying around? I don't know if I do or do not. I will go look if I have any hoppers. I will go check that. CSMP's job only? Yeah. I wish I knew how to do cross-compatibility stuff, but I am so lost about it. Oh, I know how I make hoppers. Why was that confusing for a second? It's fine, chat. I can have brain. Alright, and let's just... one of those. I'm gonna need so much more of this than I'm currently making, but we're gonna start with one, okay? We're gonna start just one. Cyborg might know. I've talked about it with Cyborg, and I'm not sure if this is something that he can help me with. Stone. I mean, I guess I could make more stuff while I'm here on the surface. 2, 3. Yep, there we are. Let's make some chests. And turn that into a hopper. Alright, so now I've got enough for one full side. I really wish that I knew how to do redstone stuff so I could set it all up to like one lever. Someone's actually planning on making crossover lures. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Yeah, I think Ray was considering it, but I've no clue how to go about helping them with that. I need to make an observer. Not an observer. Dispenser. Oh, chat, I have no words for how scrambled my brain is. What do I need for a dispenser? Redstone and cobble. Awesome. I have one singular piece of cobblestone. I've also got some regular stone. I also need redstone, which will be in here. First things first. I'm not sure how much I need. 7? I think I need 7 total. So this should do it, I'm hoping. Dispenser. Friendo, I literally have all these things. friend, Friend, I literally had everything I needed for this. Maybe it's just because this bow's run down, but it doesn't matter for constructing stuff. Yep. Hurry if we start doing more, they're gonna be getting trapped in the past. Oh yeah, rip to Ray. Rip to Ray in general for most things, actually. But I'm gonna be brewing a whole ton of splash potions, huh? That's fine, that's chill. I will come back for them later. I want to set up the system first. Whee! Alright. Let's start on this side. I'm pretty sure I already had a dispenser on this side. Yep, okay. Alright, chat, it's time to get funky. Alright, let's just... So I'm gonna need that for the hopper. Gonna need a double chest above here. Make some space for it to... make some space for the chest to sit. Let's... Oh gosh. This is gonna be rough, but let's just go. Let's just do it. There we are. Just make some space there. Get some chests in. All right. I don't know if I need exactly that much space, but let's start with that. Yeah, set up the other side and then go grab the water bottles, I think. Were you asking me? Oh, Cyborg, we were talking about cross compatibility Minecraft servers, and I said I didn't think you knew how to do that. So when we start time traveling, we won't be able to stop. Why? Because people make bad decisions, and we also need to know what's going on with the mayor. Yep. But hey, Casper, welcome. How you doing? I'm sure doing some things. Okay. So then I need hopper space. There's space above for chests. Okay, hopper. I've got the chests here. Okay. And that should be that setup, which means I just need the water bottles in here. I also need to get a lever on here. I really wish I could link up the levers and stuff with redstone, but once again I have no clue how to do that, so that's a thought for a different time. So I'm not gonna be able to remember clearly which is bullcrap. Oh. Bad decisions and stuff. Imagine making bad decisions, chat. That would never be me. I would never miss the spot that I was aiming for and start going up to a different area. I would never do that. Here, I should get a shulker box to carry these all down. I'm gonna need a lot of these. Like a ton of these. Okay, these are all awkward potions. And I should probably put some things in my inventory away to make more space. Let me just quick run and do that. You guys didn't know, I have memory problems IRL. Oh, Rip, I hope you're doing alright. To record Minecraft, or do you need to download extra app? I'm not really sure. I think you could just use like an OBS or something to record your perspective, but I'm not sure how to do like I don't know, full on recording kind of stuff. That's like if you're just recording builds and things. That's actually something I'd suggest talking to Mr. Malouk about, because I know that Malouk's been kind of experimenting with that sort of thing. So I'm in school. Bless. Where's Alex? Who? Wait, do we? Oh, I would feel really bad if we do, but do we have an Alex that comes around here usually? Because I have no recollection of this place. I have no memory of this place. Did you name the Iron Golem? Yep, there is an Iron Golem named Mr. Malouk. Yep. It's technically the Iron Golem is just named Mr. Malouk, but the canon name of the Iron Golem is Mr. Malouk FE, because FE is the periodic table symbol for iron. Bop. Can you imagine making bad decisions? Could be a few streams ago. Chat, no, I'm sorry about Long Thick Stick. I thought we were pulling them. That wasn't a bad decision. That was a miscommunication. Clearly that one's not on me. That's not my fault. That was just, you guys didn't effectively communicate to me what the plan was, and I was doing my best, but I'm not a mind reader, so I can't tell exactly what you guys are thinking at all times. So listen, chat, I thought that was the plan. I thought we were all on board with it. I thought we all knew that was the goal. Where's Alex? I gotcha. I didn't for a long second, but I gotcha. Got it figured out. Yep, that should do it. I'm just gonna make a whole ton of these. Probably gonna, I know I put a double chest on each, but I'm probably just gonna fill like to 1 chest's worth for each of them, because that's a lot of effort. I need 1 more water bottle. Upgrade. Oh, for Alex? Oh no? Oh, what's up? What's wrong, Casper? What is it? Mr. Malouk? Yeah, we stand Mr. Malouk. Just gonna pick up a whole ton of water bottles. I'm just gonna pick up a whole ton of water bottles, you know, just gonna pick them all up and put them in my inventory. And how many more do I need? 3, I need, okay, 8 more. Big stick. Oh, rip. There are over 1,000 tropical fish in Minecraft. Wait, really? There's that many? What? That's crazy. I had no idea that there were that many. Bop. Bop. Okay. There we are. I'm using so many bottles on this, but it's for the purpose of decontamination, you know? 5 different pandas. 5 whole different pandas? There's at least 5 pandas in Minecraft? No! Oh, that was a bad decision. It's fine, we're not gonna talk about it, chat. We're not gonna talk about that one. That's gonna stay between you and me, alright? Don't tell anyone. 11 different cats. Okay, I actually did know the cats thing because there's an achievement for taming one of every kind. Or advancement, sorry. Hold on, where is it? Hold on. Oh, tame all cat variants. I've got 7 of 11. I'm missing 4 of them. I don't know which 4 I'm missing, but you know, I'm sure it's some of them. 2 different mushroom cows? What? There's 2 different kinds of mushroom cows? That one I did not know. That one I was completely unaware of. Alright. Let's get funky on this. I put all my stone away, now I can't. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Okay, I'm gonna put this right there. No, that's not gonna open properly. Because I'm pretty sure I can reach the chest from here. I'm gonna put the box right there. Okay. Big brain chat. Big brain. Big brain out here. Okay. Oh, I forgot that I needed to fill up the dispenser too. I might make even more of them. And I put all the stone away that I was gonna use to cover this all back up. It's fine, I'm technically not even done with this yet because I still need to put more water bottles in. Yep, this is fine. This is fine. One brown, one red. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Mr. Maluk is being summoned. You get browned by striking Mushroom Cow with the lightning? Oh, poor Mushroom Cow. Rip to Mushroom Cow. Mushroom Cow did not deserve such a thing happening. Alright. This is gonna get just a bit messy. Okay. I need more splash water bottles. Or maybe I don't, you know? I haven't started like really using this room for anything. So maybe that's just future idea. But if I'm gonna be sealing up the area, I want to have more water bottles in there so that's not gonna be a concern. Or taking away from it and telling the movement to name everything Mr. Maluk is growing. What can I say? It's a dedicated movement. Name of Mushroom Cow, Mr. Maluk. I haven't even found a mushroom, like what's it called? A mushroom place yet. Oh, that is a tall order, Dewan. I mean, I'll do my best. It seems to really early in the morning for me, so again, literally on my way to school. Aw, hi Bean. I'm sorry that it's early for you. Sorry. But good luck at school. I hope that school's gonna go well for you and that you're gonna learn many things without too much emotional distress. If lightning hits a villager, it turns into a witch. Well, maybe lightning better not hit a villager then. Okay, as soon as I find like a mushroom biome and find like a cow in it, I will name it Mr. Maluk. But okay, chat. I'm gonna go kill some creepers to, you know, get rid of some steam. Might kill a wandering trader too if I feel up to it. Where are the creepers? They're over there. That's where the creepers are. Oh, they're all gonna despawn before I get there, aren't they? Come on. Hello, friend. Oh! That one's probably not gonna hit it. When you find it, just name it. Cool, cool, cool. Did I really hit that creeper with that second shot? Huh. Interesting. This looks new. I'm gonna have to fix this place up soon. That's fine. Honestly, the worst part is public transit. Ooh. See, I'm a big fan of public transit existing. You know, I think it's great that people don't need to be bound to like automobiles and stuff, but just the whole it can be like rough to travel on public transit. Yummy sand. Very tasty sand. Nom nom. Tastes very good. Time zones do be that. Time zones do be that way. Sorry, I'm looking at my chat log. If a lightning hits a creeper and that creeper explodes and that explosion kills the mob, it drops the mob head. I did know that, actually. That is information that I had. I still think it's wild, you know, kind of weird, champ, on the creeper's part. Like, why it gotta be that way, buddy? But you know, that's cool. Oh, that Enderman is not in for a good time if it gets close to. You don't want to be here. You don't want to get close to the iron golems. You don't want to be here. Well, hopefully that's fine. On that environmental grind. On that environmental grind. Sometimes you just gotta care for the environment, you know? Sometimes you just gotta, you just gotta make things more efficient so that you use less fuel and stuff. Oh, welcome back, Nikki. Lightning hits a copper block, it sure gets oranger. Oh, it deoxidizes. I never want lightning to hit any of my copper blocks. All of my copper blocks must be oxidized. I'm just a little bit obsessed with the oxidization of copper. Only a small amount. Ignore the huge amounts of copper blocks I have oxidizing outside. That's nothing to be concerned about. You know, no problems here. I'm making a ton of splash water bottles to put in my decontamination chamber, so that's fun. When the Mayor's Paradise storyline resumes. Ah yes, the Endermen that help us understand the Void People. Whoop, the OG, Whip, and of course, Mr. Malouk. Oh, someone's gonna make me name an Enderman Mr. Malouk. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. I can feel the name of an Enderman Mr. Malouk. And then I must. Please kindly leave. We don't want you to get hurt. How do we? Oh, wait. Should I read that? Should I read that like a threat? Hey, Rambu. Please kindly leave. We wouldn't want you to, get hurt at all, now would we? Wouldn't want any accidents to happen. You know, it's very dangerous around this area. Especially when you enter active construction zones. Listen, I'm not saying that anything too terrible is gonna happen, but all I'm saying is watch your step. Could get a little slippery around here. Crumb. Oh no, Crumb. Stream has buffered. No, stream. Stop buffering. Cease and desist. I will beat it up and make it stop. Buffering happens and I just say, alright, let's go. Let's one-on-one, you and me. Fight. They're running around more shit and you're scared. I mean, Listen, Bean. There's nothing to be too much concerned about here. All I'm gonna say is you might want to be a little careful about the places that you spend your time. All right. Again, not saying anything I know bad is gonna happen, but just you gotta watch out for the iron golems. They don't take too kindly to Endermen in these parts. Ghost boo. Mans is dead. I will cry. No, don't cry. Oh, I can be threatening, but then the moment anyone is like, oh no, I say, please do not be afraid. Crumb is adorable. Oh yeah, Crumb is great. Crumb is an absolute darling. I needed this to be glass, not sand. What am I thinking? What am I doing? Where am I? What's happening? Why is my brain? Hi chat, it's January. Me having working brain capacity, it's January. What do you expect? It's January. Why would I ever have a working brain in January? Ranbox. I've been summoned where sand. Oh, I shoved it in a furnace, so it's gonna be glass, so I can turn it into bottles. Liver Crumb's artwork, it's so cool. Oh yeah, no, Crumb is just Crumb. You know, you simply Crumb sometimes. Tubox. Hi, Cyborg. Welcome. We are gushing just a little bit about Crumb because Crumb is incredible. Also, I think I threatened Bean and I feel bad about that. That's a summary of what happened when you were gone. Pop. Right then, 2 more bottles. Welcome back, Sai. Hope that the void has treated you well. Yummy sand. I mean, I guess I'll just have to take your word on it, you guys. You know, like, sure. I personally would never eat sand ever. I would eat grass. Chat, when I was a child, I ate grass. I would look at grass, and not even like the cool way of eating grass where you like pull out the stems. Did I not? No, that's an awkward potion. This is the one. Not even the cool way of eating grass where you like pull the stems out and then like eat the soft bit. I would full on eat grass. Casper made you cry, but we don't talk about that. No, Casper. Why would you make Bean cry? No, aw, no crying in chat unless I say so. Oh, bye Bean! See you next time. Thanks for stopping in. School time. Ugh. Rip to school, honestly. That's kind of an L, if we're gonna be honest. But yeah, good luck with school. You got this. Just simply beat school up, that's all. Kind of unrealistic now that I think about it, but huh. I did need more bottles. I was like, do I really need more bottles? I needed more bottles. I definitely needed more bottles. If you get bullied, fight him. Here's the moment where I should say, or alternatively tell a responsible adult and you know, get them to stop it. But you could also just fight them. Don't get hurt. That's my main thing there. Oh gosh, how do I usually do this with buckets? I'll do like you know, that's good enough for right now. Yep, good enough. Did well enough. Chat, Gladys is great. That's all I'm gonna say. Gladys, my beloved. If you live in America, hope you don't die to a school shooter. Oh, you really went there, Casper, bringing in America's terrible everything. The Mr. Malook trend. We should change all of our Quimby Cord nicknames to Mr. Malook. Guys. That would it would sure be funny, you know, it sure be amusing. I would have no clue who any of you were. That's all. Exit streaming came back because stream buffered. Aw, rip. Rip to stream buffering. I could check if that's on my end. I'll see if I'm like dropping any frames or anything. But I gotta get 2 more bottles in. How will I know who the real Mr. Malook is? Oh gosh. You change your nickname so you should be able to like click on like the server thing. Oh gosh, I personally am bad at changing my nickname in Discord, so probably not the best person to be talking about this. Put a 1 or 2 at the end. Oh no, just everyone's gonna be like Mr. Malook 1, Mr. Malook 2, Mr. Malook 1, Mr. Malook 2. Oh gosh. You like change it the server, then you can do like change nickname, and then that'll let you do it, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Not certain. Well, let me just looks like I'm not dropping any frames and my CPU is doing good. So that's probably not on my end. I don't come to this section, but you can click on your username and let you edit your server profile. Thanks, Mr. Malook. Mr. Malook. Sigh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, Cyborg. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna show up in Quimby Cord and y'all are going to be like, yowie, Mr. Malook. Keep going. Yeah. Oh, I have one more of these. I will hold it in my inventory. I will hold it gently and carefully inside of my inventory, and then no harm will come to it. Alright, and yeah, that should be good. Alright, chat, time to go add some water bottles to my contraptions. I still wish that I knew how to link up the lever so it did not have to be right next to the observer. It was not observer, a dispenser. Hi chat, I can't talk. Oh wait, no, what I need to do is pull one of those. Then, no, I will go up 3 this time. Because I'm going to be covering this all up once we're done. Okay. And I'm just gonna put this entire box in. Okay. Yep, so now I've got a ton of water bottles in here. And I'm just gonna throw that stone apparently. Ripped a stone. Just stone's gonna get thrown, I guess. And then we cover it all up, all nice and pretty. Except we don't do that, we do that. So now whenever I pull this lever, I'll get water bottles on it. He doesn't condone this action. He had to say that for legal reasons. For legal reasons, Mr. Malouk does not condone the changing of usernames to Mr. Malouk. Click on your name to know the messages you sent. Wait, really? Yeah, no, I think otherwise it is in user settings. I'm gonna drink some water. All this putting water bottles in places has made me want to drink some actual water, so you know. It's about the liquid consumption, chat. It's about the liquid consumption. I'll come back for my under chest. I'll come back for it later. And here we go. Be gone. Be gone, water bottles, into your rightful place to be in. Alright. Then we fill this all up. And we're gonna make it look all pretty. Yeah! Okay, so this side, it's semi-complete. I still need to put all the glass in. Oh gosh, I need to be smelting much more glass than I've been smelting. Because I need to make... I need to do that. And do I have iron doors? Oh gosh. Click on Quimby cord in the top left corner, edit server profile. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of earlier. That was my method. Clearly doesn't want everyone to be Mr. Mode. Yeah, no, clearly does not condone this action or doing it whatsoever. Nope, clearly not. Oh, chat, I need to shove some more glass on the Barbie. I need to. Hoo boy. Hoo boy. Let me just sprint out here and I had some glass in that, but that was all supposed to be water bottles, or sorry, the bottles for things. Let me just shove some more glass in there. Hi Nikki, welcome back. Mr. Mook's desire to be helpful eclipses his desire to not have everyone be Mr. Malouk, so that's fun. But yeah, welcome back, Nikki. Let's just shove some more glass stuff in here. You know what, dang it, I'm gonna need more glass eventually, right? I have more sand, it's all upstairs. So yeah, let's shove another. Yep, there we are. Let me just make sure that I can hold all the capacity. All right, sand. It's about the sand, I guess. It's about, gotta get that sweet, sweet sand content in. Then, oh, this gunpowder goes downstairs. That's my alchemy gunpowder. Iron doors. Do I have any iron doors? Iron doors. Yoo-hoo! Iron doors. Where are you? might not have any iron doors. Nope, I have exactly 2 iron doors. That'll be enough for one side of the contraption. Where's sand in this biome? I'm actually not sure. Chat, do you see any sand around? I've kind of been looking around for a while, and I'm not really sure I've seen any sand. So, if you guys could tell me where any sand was, I actually think that would be pretty great, because I need it for a lot of glass, but haven't been able to find any. It's kind of a mystery to everyone where all the sand has been going. You found a mesa earlier, I think? I did find a mesa earlier. Maybe I could go there for some sand. Like, I'm not really sure where to find the sand, but a mesa could be a good first step. They're in the distance? Where in the distance? Over there? That's dirt, friend. That right there is dirt. It'll be red sand, but hopefully that's okay. Red sand, can you turn red sand into glass? A big patch there? Right there? That's bamboo. I mean, I could go check it out, but I'm pretty sure that's bamboo. Like, again, I'm just not sure where to find sand these days. Oh, did you mean the sand in the rivers? Yeah, there's a little bit of sand there. Okay. Yeah, no. All right. I guess I don't super need sand at the moment because I've got a decent amount of glass on me. But maybe later when I need sand, I could come back to here. It's not a ton of sand, but you know, it should be enough to at least get me started. The indoors. Shh, they can't find us here. Oh crap, they found us! Sand in this economy? Sand in this economy? What you think I am? Made of money? You think I can afford to get all that sand out here? There seems to be no sand here. Well, there's a little bit of sand. This is probably enough sand that, like, if I need to do something small for a project, I can pick it up. But, like, considering that there's nowhere else to find sand around here, that should be, like, I just gotta work with what I have. It's not ideal, but, you know, in this sand-lacking world, we kind of gotta pull whatever we can. Yep. Well, thanks for helping me find sand, guys. That's very helpful. I guess I'll just maybe find a ton of rivers the next time I need to get a ton of sand. Google's how to make a sand farm in Minecraft. Can't you do that? Can't you do, like, sand duping? I'm pretty sure you can make a sand farm, actually. We live in the freaking desert, use that. Oh my gosh, what? We live in a desert? How crazy is that, chat? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I never considered using the desert sand. Oh my gosh. Live in a desert? Yeah. I do live in the desert. Yes, that's... You guys got me. I live in a desert. Alright, well... It's time to, I need levers. I need levers. What do I need for a lever? I know I need cobble. Cobble and stick. Okay, I can do that. I can do cobble and stick. I have stick, and I can do cobble. Let's start with 8 cobble. You know, let's just make a ton of levers. Let's go absolutely wild. Let's go crazy. Bam, 8 levers. There are sand farms? Yeah, there are. There's I think it's called like a sand duper normally. But you can definitely do that. Okay, chat, here's what I'm thinking. Here's the thought process. Right, we gotta make this secure. So I'm thinking that means, first of all, putting another glass right there. What the heck am I doing? Okay. Iron doors. Lots of iron doors. I actually need more iron doors. I think I'm gonna need 3 for every room, right? I don't live in the desert. Actually, I live near the pond. Oh, no, that's true. That's true. We live in a society. Ah, yes, how could I forget? So I'm thinking iron door here facing this way, and then an iron door here facing this way. Because we got a... This one I'm thinking actually we're going to use a button on. Because that way it's just got a quick like open shut time and there isn't really a chance of leaving it open. Maybe I should just use a lever on it though. Like I could do a button, but then I need a lever on this side too. Does it only work on one way? Are levers only one-sided? Do I have to use buttons even though I just made all these levers? Take yourself some sand and eat. I mean, hey. Okay, what can you make buttons with? Stone button, wood button. I'll do stone button. I'll do stone buttons. I do still need the levers for things, just not quite so many things. I hate iron doors. I hate them with a burning fiery passion. Okay, yep, this is fine. Very basic redstone for noobs and you failed. I mean, hey, Casper, I've said it once and I will say it before. I'm terrible at redstone. I have no clue what I'm doing with any of it. Wine is not resting. Hashtag redstone. Oxygen. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of the messages of support, I guess. Okay, I mean, I still do need a lever up here. So that I can, you know, decontaminate, as it were, except I don't want it to face this way. Whew. I want it to face this way. Yep. I wish I could have it right here, but again, I have no clue how to do anything redstone. That would be a bad idea. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Swim to surface. I can't type. Aw, rip Cyborg. Aw, rip to Cyborg. Rip to Cyborg not being able to type. Aw, this is so sad, chat. Rip to Cyborg being not able to type. This is so sad. Let's see if I can find a place to put a button. I could put a button there. And another one. Yeah, okay, can't put it there. Can I put it here and have it work? Can I put it on the glass and have it work? Hold on. That wasn't right. That was not correct, actually. That was very much not correct. I can put it on the glass and it still works. Okay. Oh, Selfless kid's trying to get any game that costs money. Free Minecraft? No, it's a freaking ripoff. Aw, rip. Hey, what's that over there? Over there? Huh? What is it, sorry, not. What is it, Mr. Malouk? Oh my gosh, what is... Okay, so chat, I am now going to make it possible to enter this room. Oh, a word from our sponsors, that's what it is. Okay. Alright. Mr. Malouk has redeemed the channel points reward. A word from our sponsors, which means we're gonna take a quick little break. So I'm gonna run like a 90-second ad, just not gonna be doing anything important during it. Just gonna be like standing up. No, it's a scam. It takes more than she says. Well, I mean, Mr. Malouk did it, so I gotta run it, you know? Listen, chat, I'm not gonna be doing anything important. I'm just gonna be like standing up, maybe eating a jelly bean. I got some more jelly beans. But I will see you guys in 90 seconds. That is unless you don't get an ad. I'm definitely gonna eat some jelly beans. I have like pear jelly belly jelly beans. Capitalist got a capitalist. that really do be how it be. It's about the capitalism. So chat, the Jelly Belly pear jelly beans taste actually like, tastes like biting into a pear. It's weird. It's got like the weird like peel taste to it, which I don't understand. But no, it's good. It's really good, and I don't understand how they did that, but they did. And I'm so confused. Jelly beans, yeah, if you guys want them, you can have them. I only have 2 colors this time. The pear ones, and I think these ones are blueberry. Can we have some? Yeah. Hold on. There we are. You guys can go ahead and grab one if you want. I'm gonna take a second and stand up. Just get some blood flowing in my legs. Ooh, it's about that good leg stretch. 49 seconds scan. I mean, hey, I don't care if it's a shorter ad. I just want the Twitch algorithm to think that I'm nice and friendly and run ads so they will recommend me to people. That's actually that's the main purpose of this whole thing, is to convince the Twitch algorithm that I'm a friend. I'm like, hello Twitch algorithm, I believe in capitalism, please pick me. 120 seconds, 115 seconds, yo. Oh gosh, how long has it been? How long has it been since we started the ad? I'm not sure. Maybe it's been a minute now? I'm actually not sure. Not sure how long it's been. We're gonna come back at 1:38 is gonna be the comeback time. Alright, ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time to get back to the stream! Okay, I'm back. Okay. Time to make this an enterable space. Alright. Space is enterable. Okay. This might be a problem. Because I don't think I can put it there. Can I put it here and have it work? No, I cannot do that. Huh. This one might be a problem. Side with jelly beans, yo. 46-second ad. I mean, I don't mind it being a bit shorter. End stone. I might just switch the direction of the store so that I can put the button on the glass here. Okay, so apparently that's not gonna work either. So the door's going back to its original configuration. Nope, not that. Oh, it should be here anyway, though, because... No, nope, we're doing that. Hi, chat. Pressure plate? Can you make an end stone pressure plate, though? Because if you can't, then I think we're just gonna run it like that. I don't actually need this torch anymore. That was to, prevent mob spawns originally, and now that we are in 118, that is no longer necessary. Alright, so this area is now fully enterable. We've got our little chamber lock here. We come through, get a little decontamination going, and we can exit. And that's how that's gonna work. That's the way it's gonna be. So then let's get this one set up. I don't have all the things I need, but I'm pretty sure I can like get all the things I need, so that's fine. Just gonna help, I'm being trapped in this space. Oh no, I'm being trapped. Okay, I would like to move this. I don't want to break the ceiling. It's fine. We're okay. Okay. We've got lever there. That sounds really cool. And stone pressure plate? Yeah, no, that would be fun. Put a mushroom cow in this area. I haven't really put any thought to putting any fauna in these areas, but that would be cool to have a mushroom cow here. When I find a mushroom cow, I will name it Mr. Malouk and put it in here, if possible. It might not be possible. It might be difficult to get all the way here, but I will try. I will certainly do my best. Okay, I need more iron doors and some buttons. 6 buttons. Okay. And I think that should be everything that I need. I think that should be it. Because we've got iron door, we've got a button, then we've got, I think iron door goes here. Yeah, iron door goes here. We've got button, then we're putting one here. Yeah, no, Casper, that was a very good idea with cow. If I had a cow, I would put a cow here, you know. A cow that goes mushrooms. If I had a mushroom cow, I'd put it here. Alright, so this area is now accessible. You can come in here and look at all the pretty mushrooms. I love the way that this all is spreading. In fact, I wish I had built myself a way to get up higher in these sections to see what's happening on the top. But I did not do that. Which I'm a fool for not doing that. I wish I could parkour onto blocks there. If I had my elytra, I could probably do it. I could like jump onto there and then, but I don't. Put my ceiling in the ground. Again, I would do that if I knew where a mushroom biome is. That's the main issue that's stopping me, is I don't know where any of my mycelium is, in fact, and I don't think you can craft it. So, yep. Could experiment on too, like what caused it to become a mushroom cow? Exactly. It's about the unethical experiments in this lab. That is the whole vibe. I really wish I could see what's happening up there. Okay, but I can probably do that on the outside, you know. Come in here, get decontaminated, and we can exit. Here, I'm just gonna cheat. That's fun. I wanted to put like more mushrooms up on top of things so that they spread more, like what's happening here. Might even get rid of the lanterns now that the whole, you know, spawn thing isn't so much of a problem. Alright, yeah, I think unless I want to put doors here, that will complete this side of the room. So now I just gotta do the same thing on the other side. Clean, literally, exactly. It's about the decontamination. Let me see, 69, 67, 420. Oh, that's according to the mushroom biome, really? That's where I need to go? Oh, that's kind of a far ways though, because I'm in negative coordinates, so I don't know if I could make it all the way there. Kind of a rip, kind of unfortunate, but oh, I guess I'll just have to make it there at some point. I don't know, man. I need 12 buttons. I need some observers and water bottles. Chat, I haven't done that on this side. Oh gosh. I didn't even think about that yet. Oh no. Water? Yeah, I need... Are you saying I need water bottles? Because yeah, I need water bottles. Excuse me, sir. This is a private and secret lab. You're actually not allowed to be on these premises. You're not allowed to be here. I'm so sorry. Terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, you're gonna have to leave. So sorry. I know that can be quite frustrating, but Whoops. Evil base. I mean, it's technically an evil base. It's like it's an unethical laboratory, which I feel like has a lot of evil. That needs to go downstairs, or I need to use it downstairs. Okay, chat. I gotta clear some things up. I don't need the glass quite yet, but I don't want to put it. I'll put away semi downstairs. Like not fully downstairs, but I need to make observers. Not observers, dispensers. Why? I'm in the environment. Here's with the boat. Well, it's a bit late for that. Awkward story. It's a bit late for that one. Rip. I need bows. I've got one bow here. I don't really want to go all the way out over to my skeleton spawner for another bow. I could just make a bow, but that feels like giving up. The number, yeah, it's correct today. The number is doing good. I'll just make a bow, you know? It would be much easier to not, oh, it's so little string. Okay, so here's the thing. It would be I would waste more resources heading out to the skeleton spawner to pick up a bow than I would from just making a bow. But gosh, if it doesn't hurt. The number's wrong? No. I thought it was correct today. It's fine. It's right. Ah! You guys can't keep playing with my emotions like that. 5, 6, 7. All right, so that'll get me 1. Oh wait, I can't just type it in because it won't let me do that if I've got a damaged bow. Heckin' nerd of a crafting table. I need one more bow, chat. I'm sorry, Casper. So it doesn't actually affect anything if you unfollow and refollow. It just like I don't get a notification for it or anything. It just be that way. I could wait for nighttime and then find a skeleton and kill it with my looting sword and see if I get that. I'm making the bow. It's not worth this. All this deliberation that I'm undergoing. It would be much better to just make one. How do I make a bow? I always mess this up. I need sticks. I need the sticks. So like that and then that. I can make a bow. Chat, are you proud of me for having the capability to make a bow after I look up the recipe? Wow, you should be so proud of what I do. Ooh, good channel points. This goes downstairs. These I need for construction. This I also need, but technically not yet. I need to make hoppers. I don't have enough iron to make the hoppers. Okay, chat, we're working it out. I'm gonna quick run over to the flower farm, pick up my waste product iron, and then I need just hoppers and double chests, and then I need to brew a whole ton of splash water potions. And yep. Okay. Brain is focused. I have a plan. I know what I'm gonna be doing. It's raining. It's raining out here. Oh, that's nice. Follow get more points. I don't think you do. I think it just does that the first time. I also definitely wouldn't recommend unfollowing and following because that messes up my analytics. So that's all. I'm proud of you. Aw, thanks. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate you being proud of me. I'm just a little bit proud of myself too. Alright. I've got enough iron to make the hoppers that I need now. I've got just barely enough wood for it. I can pull wood from the project boxes that I've decided that I'm going to abandon. Rain in river? Rain in river. Okay. Make the chests. Then let's just... That's frustrating. That's very frustrating. I've got that. Now I just need... Yeah, now I just need to set that up and brew a whole ton of potions, and then we are set. Alright, chat. This is like the last... One of the last things that needs to be done to the lower lab to complete it. And that's pretty exciting to me. I'm actually like pretty hyped for it. Okay. Thought process. I'm gonna drop half of these torches off so I only have one pile of them. You have 8,000 points now, huh? Well then. Where's Mr. Milk the Iron Golem? Probably vibing somewhere. We can go looking. Mr. Milk FE, where are you? Mr. Milk FE, please show up. Will the real Mr. Maluk FE please stand up? Okay. None of them. Is it you? No, it's not you. Where is Mr. Maluk FE? Mr. Maluk FE! I'm gonna need to go to sleep soon. Oh my gosh, Mr. Maluk FE is damaged. No longer. No longer is Mr. Maluk FE damaged. You're too important. You're too precious. You're too good. When is lore gonna start? Gosh, probably when I get the motivation to do the work I need to do off screen to make it happen. It's, I'm in a January mood right now, which means it's hard to get the motivation to do, like, anything other than what I need to do. And the next stage in lore, I've got some very basic prep work I need to do before it happens. And that's somehow monumentally difficult at the moment. I don't know, life is weird, but, I guess I'm also just a little bit worried about disappointing you guys. Like, I know that, for many of you, it will be your first, like, big experience with the lore. Here, I'll come back for that in a sec after I brew some potions. And I'm a bit concerned that the style will be different than how you're expecting, so definitely been procrastinating a little bit due to that. I mean, I know it'll probably be fine regardless, but doesn't stop brain from thinking those things. No, it's just... roleplay is something that I enjoy, and I've really liked what I've done with, like, this world and the story that's happened, but, I don't know, it's just suddenly weirdly a lot of pressure for me. And pop. Oh. You never disappoint us? Aw, thanks, Nikki. Again, most of it is just entirely stuff in my brain that's being weird. But, you know, that doesn't stop it from being difficult to work on because of that. I'm gonna need more bottles soon. I have 4730 channel points. Yo. That's a lot of points. That surely is a good amount of points to have. Pop. I'm gonna need to make more bottles soon. This is, bottle-wise, this is the most expensive project I've ever done. Because it's gonna be splash bottles, chat, which means that I don't get the bottles back afterwards. Usually whenever I brew potions and stuff, there's always the expectation that the bottles will be reusable. Not this time, though. Not this time. And Yeah, I'm gonna go... Oh, I need to sleep. It's getting late. I think. Unless it was just daytime. No, I just slept. That's it. I need to come up here to get glass is what I need to do. Yep. Yep. Let's just try that for now. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. Hello, friend crafting table. Pop. I'm thinking about implementing like a weird flex but okay kind of channel points reward, something that just will require large amounts of points but does absolutely nothing. Just sort of like a haha, you just spent a lot of channel points and it didn't actually do anything, but like we knew that it was gonna do that, so it's not like a trick or anything. Oh, just something silly. I could just make... Okay, so I know that eventually I'm gonna need like 4 boxes worth of potions. I might just make those right now. It's time. Why don't I just... I could just leave gunpowder in the potion slots, but I think I'm just going to continue to be wildly inefficient about it. Because what's the point of life if you can't just be so incredibly inefficient at times? Waste your points reward? Exactly, yeah, just something that'll let you do a little funny, like, haha, no points. You just wasted so many points. That's silly, kind of thing. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. There we are. I need to add more blaze powder to many of these. Let me just quick, that should be enough. Let's just put a little bit more in. Okay. Alright, yeah, so these ones are the ones that need it. Making sure it goes where it's needed. I need more water bottles. Gun and powder. I love white powder hate guns. Huh. That's certainly a statement. I know what you were implying with it. I know where you're going with it, but wow, imagine interesting. Oh, chat, did you know that gunpowder doesn't actually explode? Fun fact. Gunpowder is not it does not truly explode, I should say. Instead, what it does is it combusts very, very fast, very hot, so it just basically like flex your points rewards. Exactly. Just something that'll be like, hey yo, I've got a ton of channel points and you can't do anything about that. But yeah, gunpowder, it simply burns very fast. That's all that it does. Is you know, an ignition happens and gunpowder, it burns fast and like hot enough that it causes effects similar to an explosion, but it is not a true explosion. Yeah, no, kind of weird to think about. But true explosions, those belong to something called nitroglycerin and other related sorts of explosive substances. Those are the ones that you get an actual explosion from. I need more gunpowder in bottles soon. So that's gonna be a head to the surface moment. Yeah, let's get these running and then I'll head up. Frog powder? Frog powder? What would frog powder do? I'm very curious, Casper. What is it, powder made of frogs or is it powder made by frogs? Does it turn someone into a frog? Ah, that's what it does. Is it causes you to bring frogs. Interesting. Alright, well let me pull that up for you. Let me bring the frogs, as has been so wonderfully requested via channel points. Alright, chat. Frogs are brought to you today by Casper! Just center that a bit more. Make you jump high and be friends and understand them. Aw. And frogs. Oh, that's a frog that is a slideshow. I want more frogs. I want them to not just do that. Aw. Chat, do you think we'll get rock frog today? Do you think we'll get rock frog? Look at him go. Look at those frogs. Aw. Chat, we didn't get rock frog today. What a shame. What an unfortunate moment. Well, thanks much for the frogs, Casper. That was great. That was lovely. Rock frog. Don't worry, chat. You'll probably get rock frog at the end of the stream on the end screen. So just look for it then. But yes, for the moment, no rock frog. Very sad day. Very sad, no rock frog. I hate. You know, it worked. It worked, and I'm just gonna leave it there. 62 bottles. Wow. I'll make more if I need them. But I love that. I need more gunpowder. I love them just sitting here making splash water bottles. Like, what an absolute waste of time, but it's so important for the environment, for the storytelling of the build. Chat, I've been running through gunpowder like it's nobody's business. I need to like build a gunpowder farm. The problem with building gunpowder farms is that like with 118 I'm worried about like spawning things. I should just probably suck it up and learn how to make a gunpowder farm. Chat, should that be the goal sometime, is just making a gunpowder farm? Oh, this is gonna be very awkward for just a second. This is gonna be we're just gonna I was like, oh yeah, I need to get more like bottles and stuff. This is a good plan, just getting them right now. This is a good idea that will have no negative repercussions whatsoever. This is a good plan. I'm great at this. Wow, chat, I can't believe I came up with such a good idea there to fill my inventory with water bottles before I needed to take the new ones out. Incredible. You'll love to see it. You need cats for an efficient gunpowder farm. I mean, I've got a lot of cats, and if I'm worried about using any of my pets, I can just I can breed some new ones that I'm much less emotionally attached to. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I have cookies today. Aw, that's alright, Nikki. That's fine. Cookies are a non-essential resource. Like, I hate to say it, because I do love cookies, but they are, unfortunately, a non-essential resource. Or maybe fortunately, who knows? Cookies? You want cookies? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cookie Gog? Cookie Gog? Cookie not Pog? Cookie Gog? What? Huh? Interesting, interesting. Very, very, very fascinating. Cookie Gog. Oh, chat. I'm gonna say something, and it's probably going to ruin many of your days. Cookie God. Okay. This is probably gonna ruin many of your days. But I will say it anyway. Goggy Washington. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yep. Just think about it for a second, if you would like to. You don't need to, but if you would like to, just consider for a second. Yep. That's all. That's all. Wait, how many of these do I have? Okay, so this is the last box. Michael Jordan, I guess. Oh, Nikki, I'm sorry to do this to you. I'm sorry. It had to be done. It had to be said. You know. If I'm a Michael Jordan, Tom Holland, I see that you've got some popular, famous people being listed. Okay, bye. Okay, Nikki. All right. If you gotta head out, you gotta head out. I know it's very late for you, and you've probably got school tomorrow. So, yep. Ooh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I'm a big fan of like 90s, like divorced middle-aged man Spider-Man. Like a lot of current day Spider-Man has been very much set in like the teenager section of his life. But I'm just such a fan of him being an absolute like little tiny garbage man. Here, I gotta sleep. It's nighttime. Barry Allen. Oh, interesting. Let's go for some synthwave on the music. I like synthwave. Superman. All right, so we're naming superheroes now. Oh gosh, what is he? The rubber ball, bouncing ball man. I don't know what's his name. He shows up in like the future episode of Justice League Unlimited where Supergirl goes back to living in the future. He's like rubber ball man or something, and he just bounces. You go. Clark. Why are we bringing up the esteemed reporter Clark Kent when in a discussion of superheroes? Clearly this man would never have anything to do with the superhero world other than simply reporting on them. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean, Casper. That's the guy. Sus Sand. Sand do be kind of sus though. You're like, you've kind of got a point. Sand kind of sus. Not the one good thing, but like one good thing about living in the desert is that creepers do stand out like nothing else. I feel like in any other biome they're kind of hard to spot sometimes. Is this new? No, it's not. I made an exit right here. But just, you know, creepers, they tend to be fairly obvious, shall we say. Does that stand left of you? Oh, are you talking about Cyborg's artwork? Yeah. This was Cyborg. Cyborg he comes on sometimes to play a character in Mayor's Paradise, and he came on one day, and this used to be the Union Building back when Jeffrey was around, and Cyborg turned it into an Among Us statue. Oh, bye, Nikki. Thanks for stopping in. Bye, Nikki. Good luck with tomorrow. Yeah, no, Cyborg did a good job with this. That villager just walked through Cultist Alley. Do you think this villager is a cultist? That villager could very well be a cultist. Maybe I need to keep a closer eye on that toolsmith. I really need more gunpowder, but chat, it's time. The time has come, the walrus said, to put in the lower section of the lab. I'm gonna sneeze. Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm back. Gonna drink some water. Stay hydrated. Okay. I'm really back this time. We've got some glass, buttons, all these things, and let's go down. Let's go set it all up. We've done the right side of the lab, so this should be the left side. Oh, thanks for the blesses, Casper. Sometimes you merely sneeze, and that's just the way of life. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in the dispensers first so that they're no longer gonna be taking up my inventory. Bam. Then I mean, I could put the levers out and then I put that out wrong. If I put the levers out, I don't want to break the ceiling. Whew, it was a close one. If I put the levers out, I don't need to hold on to them either and can put them away. I'm trying to make room in my inventory for the water bottles I'm eventually going to be moving around. So just quick gonna put some things away. Okay, Hulk, Iron Man, Wonder Woman, Black Panther. Okay. Got a large variety of superheroes being mentioned here. I was not a fan of Wonder Woman 84. I didn't think it was a great movie. I liked the original Wonder Woman a lot. I liked that it felt more like a war movie than a superhero movie. I thought that was very cool, very interesting stylistic choice. Did not like 84. I don't know, I just thought it was yeah. That was kind of weird, champ. Alright, chat. I do need 2 shulker box worth of water bottles. I'm planning it out this time. We're not just doing this willy-nilly anymore. Okay, that'll take care of the hopper. Then that's for the chests. Okay. Dang it. I forgot that I needed to do that. Make space for me to go. Let's get some chests in here. Oh, bye, Casper. Thanks for stopping in today. It was fun vibing with you today. So, oh, that's incorrect. Rip. Bye, Casper. See you next time, hopefully. Good luck with the rest of your day. Okay, so then I go here. We're gonna start moving some water bottles over. It's brilliant. It's this, you know, we're just gonna move the entire set through. And then at the end, I won't need to go up and down again. It'll just work out. See? Because now we've already got the dispenser filled. So this entire box of water bottles is just gonna go straight to the chest and stay there until it's needed. Brilliant plan, chat. Brilliant. I'm so good at this building things thing. Okay, now with that done, I take the stone, cover this all up, and oh, not that last one. So that was a mistake. I did mess up there. I'll admit it. Okay. I've got my empty shulker boxes down, and now I can set up the compartment, the little decon station. Okay. Let's get the doors out here first. And buttons. Okay. And then we put a door here, button there, button there. And now we've got the last one. Alright, so now this area is going to be accessible. Oh, I forgot that doesn't work there. Gotta put it there and right here. Okay, so I haven't been in this place in a long time. I haven't been here since, you know, since I finished up with the construction, mostly because it technically wasn't safe to enter without the full decontamination sequence being prepared. But now I can come in here to do my, I don't know, unethical experiments or whatever I want to do. Mostly just to see what's going on with the wildlife. might come back in here and add a few more details to just make it look more lived in. But for the moment, I'm pretty content with this. I like that we've got some smaller, little twisty things. I might bone meal this ground a bit more. That's a pretty good job of me. Oh, oh, what was that about? What was it? What were we talking about when Casper said good job, Cyborg? Oh my gosh, what was it? What was that thing we were talking about? I might scroll up in chat to see if I remember what it was. Hold on. Oh, I have no clue what it was. Oh, I have no clue what it was. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Oh, Among Us. It was the Among Us statue that you built outside. I remember when you built that Among Us statue. Alright, well, this room is now accessible, and not only is it accessible, it's sanitary. Alright. I've been cleansed of any possible infection I got inside of there. Now I gotta set it up for the red one. I haven't intentionally left the red one for last, but it kind of feels thematically appropriate that I did. Let me just get started on this. Oh, before I go up, gotta grab my 2 shulker boxes full of water bottles. And can I get up, please? Pardon me, sir. I was wondering if I could possibly get up into this area. Oh, come on. Come on. There's a space up here. I mean, it's fully explored, so I probably don't need to do a ton of work with it, but like, I mean, it feels kind of weird to leave it uncovered. I might just pick up some stone and build a little box around my dispenser area right there. Okay, so it doesn't even have to be that big. I think if I just covered that up, then that should do the job. Okay, nope, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I've got that. Built myself a little space. I've got the chests. Connect those two. And then I should be good to start placing water bottles. I don't know, it's not like a particularly interesting system, but I just like the style of how I do this. I don't know, I think it's kind of fun, kind of interesting. Alright. And first box. Complete. I swear I'd lost that shulker box for a minute, but I didn't. It's fine. I hope I picked up that water bottle that I dropped. That would be awkward if I didn't. Okay. And yep. That should be it. Systems set up. Cover this all up with stone. Make it hidden, make it sneaky, make it a secret. And alright. Empty shulker boxes go back in. Alright, chat, it's time for the last decontamination area. So let's start by placing the glass. No, wrong spot, wrong spot. Okay. Secure little area out there. Then we've got door, then door, the last piece, the piece de resistance. I'll preemptively leave a button. And there we go. Now all 4 specimen tanks are fully accessible from their respective decontamination rooms, and I can come in here to check things out if it looks like there's any research that needs to be done, anything that's going wrong in the tanks. I am available for it. Whee! That's cool. That's cool, chat. I'm glad about that one. I've been meaning to do this for a while because I knew it would be cool. And it is. See, we come in here. We get decontaminated. And we're out. Nice. I might go back later and add maybe some sea lanterns around that opening there. Something to make it more obvious. But I think with that, the lower lab can officially be considered to be done. I might come back for some small details on the insides of these places later, but for the moment, I'm not seeing anything too major that needs to be fixed up. Chat, the project. The project, it is done. I have completed some part of a project. Oh, it's nighttime outside. I should go sleep. But yes! Chat, that feels good. That feels good. Okay. Time to go sleep. Time for sleepings. Time for just a little bit of a nap. The other 2 projects that I've currently got running through my brain that I think we might switch to after this is I need to work more on the second factory, and I need to work on the underground railroad to my guardian farm. Might work on the factory because that has been there for ages without me working on it. Whereas the guardian farm is just a bit new. The guardian farm railroad is just a bit newer. But that can all wait until after I've cleansed this area of the creatures of the night who would wish to do it harm. AKA, I'm going creeper hunting. Shh, I'm hunting creepers. My favorite, okay, that brings me back to the Looney Tunes sketch where it's like the duck season, wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season, and then that's Elmer season. Shh, we're hunting Elmers. There you are. I knew I saw another one of those. One of those dry zombies as they are. Do I have a different name for them in universe, or are they just still husks? I'm not actually sure about that one. This guy is in need of some assistance. Terribly sorry for the, I don't know, the inconvenience. There it is. I need to fix this area up at some point. There's been a lot of creeper holes and endermen moving things around. That's the problem with long-term stuff, chat, is that it starts to get, the environment starts to get affected not only by you, but by other things. I didn't find a single creeper, which is probably bad for me because I desperately need gunpowder, but not a lot I can do about it at the moment. Someday I will clear this spot out, you know, one of these days it'll happen. I promise. Until then, it's just gonna sit there. Yikes. Okay, yeah, factory time. I've got some bricks upstairs that I can pull, and chat, I'm going to need so much more clay. This is... I think I'm loath to do it, but I think I need to find a lush cave that I don't feel bad about ruining and then start digging up the clay for my projects. I hate the idea of it, chat. I really, really hate the idea of it. Here, I'm gonna just quick. I also need to clear my shulker boxes out at some point. I should get a move on with that at some point. Huh. Is it worth putting the rest in a box? No, I'm gonna be using them pretty soon. I don't need to put them in a box. What do I have in here? What do I have in all these boxes? Anything that can be quickly put away? I mean, I've got my kelp box. My kelp box can almost certainly be quickly put away where it goes. I think I'm gonna need a special kelp storage spot. Let's put it here. I see no reason not to put it there, you know? It's not like my organization system is particularly well run, so eh. Not the stick, the kelp. Look at that, chat. An empty shulker box. One of many that needs to be emptied. Maybe I'll take some time and do that at some point. These boxes also need to be emptied. These are going to be for a project, and then I've since decided that that project isn't going to work for me, and I need to do something else with it. My ender chest is I thought that putting shulker boxes in my ender chest would help me manage the mess that it usually turns into, but it turns out that was actually quite foolish of me, because it just gives me more to do in the end. But this spot over here, I've been planning on turning into a factory, and it's just been sitting here for so long. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with it. Like, I'm considering landscaping this area out a bit more so that it's not, you know, immediately running into the edge of everything. In fact, let me just clear this real quick. I'll make it look pretty later, but at the moment I just need a bit of space. And did I pick up the bones right there, or did they despawn? I think they despawned. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's good enough for now. I'll put more effort into that in a second. The amount of bricks I have is probably not even going to last me that long, because this building is going to be very large and have multiple levels and is going to be a bit more complex than my last factory, so good for me. This building, the main feature of this building that I want, that we're not even going to get close to approaching today, is I want it to just have a huge smokestack. This factory right there has a little one. This one is going to go all the way on the smokestack. I did a lot of research, just like going around looking at different industrial age sort of factory buildings, and the smokestack is really what caught my attention in all of it. Is this the midpoint? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is probably not a midpoint, then probably just a block that wasn't proper, that was just gone when I did that, so let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, so I've got an even construction, which means I'm going to have double doors in the middle at 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should be it. You can tell that it's been literal month since I've worked on this because I don't even remember what dimension I was working with. Might make this door a bit larger, actually. I might have it be more like that and then just have like a big archway. I'm not planning to be able to close these doors, so I might just do like a custom door thing with like trapdoors and stuff. That'll be interesting. I think I am planning on having windows here, but I think that will be a cutout situation. I think, sorry, my throat just died. I think that'll be I place all the bricks and then after that I start adding in the windows and stuff. The main goal of this factory is to build a super smelter. I got recommended one by Point Blank, like, pretty soon after I started this world, like, probably within the first month that Mayor's Paradise existed. It was recommended I build a super smelter here, and I loved the idea. Didn't have the space for it, and I was like, okay, next factory I'm gonna build a super smelter. This is gonna be that. Which does mean, oh joy, oh hooray, I need to work on learning the redstone to do that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put in a super smelter. I smelt enough ores these days that it's probably for the best that I just have one. Oh, this space is gonna be massive. I'm gonna drink some water. Throat's doing a thing. Just gonna... Yep, liquid. Normally at this point I'd go over to that side, but I think I'm just gonna turn around. But yeah, like I said, this is quite the investment in bricks. I've got my shulker box full of bricks to pick up after this. I don't think it's gonna make it the entire project through. Cause I want this place to be very tall too. That's another thing I picked up from my research. Is the first factory I built was large scale to me then. That was one of the earlier builds that I did just like in this world, straight up. I think that was the first completed build that I did in this world. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic about that now. But I want the walls of this to be like 10 blocks tall. This building is going to be the largest thing that I've built to date, except for my house. My house does still reign as the largest thing that I've ever built, but this factory is certainly going to come close, which makes sense, you know. If it's theoretically, probably not actually, because I don't think the villagers reach that far, and I'm not planning on having any of them actually heading out there, because again, super smelter and stuff. But you know, if it's theoretically a building that employs huge amounts of the community, like, it makes sense that it's going to be an absolute monster of a building. I'm just going to leave that shulker box here. I can't pick up my ender chest because I won't have any inventory space for it. Oh, I don't want to do that with bricks. I'm going to need all of my bricks. I'm going to do that with sand. I'm going to build myself a little sand staircase as I go along. Ripped my inventory. Ripped to every single piece of my inventory. I want the interior to be lit definitely with like maybe redstone lamps. Lanterns would be cool, but I think part of this factory is to showcase like the progress that the world has been making as time goes on. I might even eventually make this door a bit bigger, but you didn't hear it from me. Just so I can have a more gradual close to it. But yeah, so part of this big old factory building is showcasing that the city has evolved, like the mayor's manufacturing methods have evolved. We are well and truly moving into like the deep parts of the Industrial Revolution. Which technically to match that, I should have many more railroads than I do. But that's thoughts for a different time. I hope I can at least take the walls as high as I want them to be with the amount of bricks that I have. Like, I'm definitely not going to be able to finish the project with what I've got, but I think I can definitely get a good start. And hey, me being this close to the flower farm will be really good for all that waste byproduct iron that will be picked up. You thought it was an iron farm. No, it's a flower farm that produces waste iron that can then be repurposed for other materials. The windows in this place, just because it's, you know, already starting out very large, the windows are going to be absolutely massive, which is another thing I picked up in my factory research is like big windows. You gotta get, you know, light in there for people to see, and it's expensive to use electricity, so windows are good for that. Alternatively, lots of little small windows. One thing that I really want to do with this place is not just have a flat exterior, and not even just like adding like a line of bricks around the side. I want to do like lots of stairs around the side to give it plenty of depth. Give the windows a lot of industrial age windows are very sunken in. I should probably start closing off the door sometimes. And how many layers are we up? 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say we're 5 up. That's probably tall enough for the building. I'll take it to 6 maybe, but we'll figure out when we get to the other side. But yeah, so a lot of the industrial age windows are very sunken into the building. Or not like sunken in, but it's more like there's some stone or like the building material on the outside so that the windows aren't just looking out over open air. And we kind of got some of that with these windows, but I wasn't building on a large enough scale with the exterior decorations to do something really interesting. One thing that I think will be interesting with Mayor's Paradise in general is seeing the complexity of the buildings that I make increase in time. Like looking at the factory, it's all right, but it's a very basic building. Compare that to something like my house, which is a much more recent project. You know, it definitely got more shape to it, more form, more like recesses. My house isn't even completed. I need to finish up the interior of it. But like, it's so obviously. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that, and then on this next layer, it's going to meet in the middle. But I'm just interested to see if, like, over time, if the buildings are just gonna get like more and more ornate, more large as I get more comfortable as a builder. I think it'll be a really, really interesting, I don't know, progression over time. Someday I want to be doing like mega bases. I have trouble conceptualizing how that's gonna work. I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but like, I just feel like it can be very difficult for my brain to comprehend building large things. Like I can see an end project and be like, oh, that would be cool, but I have no idea how to like start something like that. And I think that would be something very nice to see eventually, is if I can start compartmentalizing the building process enough to actually do something with that. So we should be, gosh, how many layers are we up? I'm gonna jump down to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I need 3 more to get to the top. Those I'm planning on eventually being stairs to give it more of a gentle arch sort of look, and maybe even these ones to bring it up the teensiest bit higher. But 3 more layers, chat. 3 more layers. I should have enough bricks for that. Which was the hope that I'd get like the basic outline of the building. Oh, this thing is huge. Is 10 even gonna be enough though? Because I'm planning on there being 2 floors to this, but but the second floor isn't going to be like an enclosed roofed floor. It's going to be more of a like balcony around the sides. I want to make sure I have enough space for that. Maybe I'll take another look once I've taken it to 10 layers, and if I need more, I'll do more. Oh, but collecting this many bricks took me like an entire 3-hour session of just getting clay and then bringing it back, and then doing like an hour's worth of trading out to my stonemasons, because you can get more bricks that way by you know, over time they'll start offering you more bricks for less emeralds. But I really think I'm gonna have to find a lush cave that I don't care about, and that's difficult. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna be that one's gonna be sad. I don't know what I'll do with myself when it's time to dismantle a lush cave. I'm constantly fighting my oh, I've been like crossing over this section to get to my iron farm. I'm gonna have to go around now unless I put doors on the inside. Rip. Wonder if I could build 2 super smelters. I've got a lot of space on the interior here, and I wonder if I could do like one there and one here, and then have an open space in the middle with doors out the back. Mayhaps. That is a thought experiment for a different time. Maybe not a thought experiment, just a straight up experiment. What was I was saying something about like manufacturing. I don't know, 2 super smelters would be cool. That's what I'll say there. Okay, so this should be the last layer if I'm going with 10. If I'm going with 10, this is gonna be it. That's gonna be the end all be all of it. The end all be all of it all. I might need more space for that balcony level. I don't know if I can fit it in. Oh, it's getting dark. Is it raining or is it getting dark? Is it just me? Like, maybe I've just been spending more time on the surface, but I feel like it rains more in 118. Again, it might just be that I spend more time on the surface these days, but I feel like it didn't used to rain this much. Oh, it's definitely just getting dark. This might not even be rain. It's just getting dark. Big building. Big building out over there. It's... Oh gosh, I wanna see if I can do something fun with the corners, maybe. I'm building a box right now, is the plan. I will build a box. I will get all of the basic structure of the house figured out. Not the house, the factory figured out. And then it's gonna get interesting. Oh gosh. I've got more bricks though, so I don't need to worry about that. I've got more bricks. I just have to keep telling myself that. If I'm ever worried about how many bricks I've got some more. Oh, was I talking about how difficult it'll be for me to dismantle a lush cave? Because that's gonna be emotionally devastating. I mean, I could put in a second, like a balcony layer. Let's hop down. I'm gonna start MLGing. Okay. Big space. I'm imagining there being like a balcony coming around. I could maybe do it if I did it at the golden mean. The golden mean is the it's like around the 2/3-ish point, just a little bit over 2/3. It's like the Fibonacci spiral. but the door. I could stop it here so that it didn't, so that the second layer didn't go over here. I could just have it go like across there and here. I think, I'm not accounting for block space. I need, like, unless I do slabs, I'm gonna need a full block of space for the thing. So the space above, if I build the, hold on. Yeah. Cause that's feeling too short. If I had enough out here that, like, if the balcony is 4 blocks across, that's not enough height right here. I need at least one more layer. Cause I need it to be more like that. You know, leave a nice big open space. There doesn't have to be a ton of space above the catwalk section. I'm gonna call it the catwalk section. It's not even a catwalk, but I'm gonna call it catwalk section. Cause see, if we do that, let's get a little bit of you know, creative blocks over there. Yeah, because that leaves enough space on this first area to feel cool. I might do this with slabs just to cut down on the heft of that block right there. But then, yeah. And then I've only got 3 blocks above that to be before the roof happens, theoretically. And the roof is gonna be flat because it's a factory. Might have a little bit of a slope to it, but not a ton. Not enough that's gonna make a difference on the headspace there. I'm doing a lot of dithering for essentially just saying, oh, I need one more layer. At least one more layer. Maybe 2. We'll find out. I should put that shulker box away. Oh well. That would have been a nice thought to have before I got back to building stuff. Big box. Big box in here. I'm definitely not going to be using brick for the catwalk section. That's probably going to be... Oh, if I could do like iron slabs, that would be great. I don't think I can do iron slabs. So that means I'm gonna need something else. Like a darker material I think would be good. Maybe deep slate? Like, maybe some sort of like, stone cut steep slate to give it that sort of darker look. I'm thinking definitely using steel bars as a railing on the top there, so that no one's gonna fall off of it, but it's still see-through enough that we can look through. That'll be nice. For the roof is probably also... Oh, I need to... It's been so long since I've worked on this project. I'm going to need to review some of my research. I'm pretty sure the roof is gonna also just be flat brick, like this one is. Because I'm pretty sure that the factory roofs were not very different, but if they are different, either black concrete or black stone. One of those two. Yep, that looks much better. Especially if I use slabs for this section. Okay. Alright, I've got the basic room cut out. I need to get some windows in here. Turns out I will have enough bricks for this, so that's awesome. For the windows, I have to leave a brick of space there and here, but otherwise I can just do like big old cutouts. Let's see what happens when I do just like that. Okay, so for the outside of this, Can you place stairs sideways? I don't think you can. Because I'd love to have like stairs going all around here, putting like an outside lip on it. I think I'm gonna have matching windows on the top that are gonna be much smaller. Here, I'm gonna jump up to the top real quick. So I could probably do a 4 cutout. Okay. Yep, and then if I have some decorative molding on the middle here, that would look good with to give me that like I don't know, drawn in sort of look. I don't think I want to do them like every few bricks, like maybe, okay. I don't remember how wide this middle section is. I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, odd number. I'm making even numbered windows. So that means that I need number of windows that I make to be divisible by 3. If I put 3 bricks in between every one, okay, that'll be 3, 2, okay, so it's 5 per section. 39 is not divisible by 5. I could have the meat in the middle. Let's do a little torches experiment. Do 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. I guess technically 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could just leave a space on that final window there. I don't think that would affect anything too much because it's, again, such a large scale that not having perfect symmetry shouldn't matter that much. And besides, this back wall over here has a lot of sand in it at the moment, so I'd need to clear that out anyways if I'm going to put windows there. Yeah, see, back here I've got like this all happening. Let's clear some window spots and see how that looks. I mean, I'm gonna start running into the sand over here, but that's fine. Honestly, it feels really good to get some progress made here, though. Like, even if, okay, it's dark, I gotta go to sleep. Even if it's probably gonna take me a lot longer to finish this construction, like, getting the start of it is really nice. It gets that fun building tinglies. It's like, wow, that's not just a flat field of brick anymore. It's got a bit of dimension to it. I think for the final construction, like, obviously I'm not anywhere close to that yet, but like, I want to add at least one other type of material to the base. Like maybe on the corners or something, maybe like on the line where it's going to change to having a balcony. I don't know if I don't want just flat brick. Maybe like, I mean, and polished andesite is my go-to building material. Maybe I put some polished andesite stuff in there, just like some friendly little polished andesite, I don't know, the details. I know words, I can talk. I'll rip to the sand here. That's gonna have to get cleared away for the final bit. Okay. So that's looking good on the windows. So it's time to add it in here. 1, 2, 3. Let me just count it all out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3. Yep, that's great. That's where I'm leaving it. See, already having having the big windows is... The big windows are already giving me vibes. Like, vibes aren't 100% there yet, but just this large of windows is... I'm feeling it. This side's gonna be much harder because it's got more... it's got a larger gap on this side. So when I fall down for blocks, I'm gonna have to go all the way back over here. That's fine. I'm considering doing a preliminary, like, just maybe like with stone or something, ring around the top so I can put in the top windows. It'll shave a bit more bricks off of it and allow me to use that for other construction purposes. Because I'm gonna need a lot of bricks for the details on the sides. Oh, I could have gone in the window there. What was I thinking? Big space, big building, big area. You know what they say? Make large scale things or feel sad about it being too small. Okay. I might put some windows on the front, or I might just do some details there. Who knows? I'm not sure. The back. I think I would like to have some doors there so that I can have easy travel through this area to get to the flower farm. But I'm not sure how large I want them to be. Certainly not as big as the front doors here. But maybe like a little 2 by 2. I don't want to have to count it out, so I'm just... And I will definitely be removing the sand on this side so that I can get out. Yeah, I think I do want to put in a temporary balcony placeholder. So let me go around and grab some sand. This shulker box can go back inside my ender chest, and then I can pick my ender chest up. This is an empty shulker box. I've removed all of the bricks from it. Alright, it is... I think I'll just use stone for the balcony section, like, just something easy to remove later. It's not gonna stick around. I'm 90% certain I'm not gonna say, oh, but I actually really like the look of it. I'm gonna need probably at least 2 stacks. This is a big old building. The original factory. The next factory. It's just hiding. Just hiding behind. Alright, balcony. Prepare to get place held. Prepare to placeholder. I'm just gonna do like a little ring around. I'm not taking it out over that way because I can just see that annoying the heck out of me. That's fine. I'm not going after it. Maybe if I drop more stone down there, I'll go after it, but not at the moment. Not currently. Nope. No matter how much the block gremlin vibes are begging me to go after every single thing I drop, I'm not going after it. Not until I reach the end of this, at least. It's 1 stone. I don't mind. It's 1 stone. I can lose 1 stone. It won't matter if it despawns. It's not a big deal. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. It's just a block. It's not even gonna despawn before I can get to it, so it's It's not like it's going to be a big deal or anything. And I actually lied earlier. I am going to put in a... This is how wide the balcony is going to be. Okay, I'm going after it. And gonna just break that right up. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just a block gremlin. Like, you can't ask too much of me. I'm a block gremlin. 2, 3, 4. Did I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yep. Okay, that's great. So this is the basic look of what it's gonna be like. Still need to go out and remove the upper window cutouts, but the stream has now reached 3 hours, so I gotta go. My inventory is so full. I'm just gonna, I don't just put the shulker box away. I'm just gonna shove some bricks in it so that I don't have to deal with them yet. Bop. Okay. I'm gonna take off the armor and we'll go for an F5 farewell here. Thanks for coming today, guys. I've got many projects that need to be completed, and we got one of them done today, so that's great to hear. This one is gonna take a little bit more time and effort. We might do it in stages. Like, I'll probably finish up the top windows tomorrow, but maybe something else eventually. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mr. Moog. Thanks for being here. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I stream Monday through Saturday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I can talk. But until then, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it is for you. I hope it goes well. I'm rooting for you, so take that as you will. And I don't think we're gonna go for a raid or anything today, so I'm just gonna say, have an awesome rest of your time. Do good things, be good people. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Bye! Rock Frog. It's about the Rock Frog. Okay, bye guys. See you next time.